book. And I have to say that I had a little worry about, writing kind of three-generation, a layered book. My father's era, my own era, going to high school in Jerusalem for just 1 year, but a very indelible year, and then going back so many times, taking my son, taking my husband, going to be with my family there, and then now Jana's ongoing generation. I thought, will that even work, to have kind of three different perspectives, three different time layers in a single book? And that mysterious word, holy. You might as well take a rotten lemon, squeeze it in your hand, let the juice trickle down your wrist and arm, sharp bite of acidity prickling your scratches and scars, and say, I bow down to you. When the almond tree erupts into blossom without help from any people, I bow down. Here we are in the land of sacred story, chant, shrines, altars and grottos, parables, and soldiers in camouflage are carrying guns. What does that say about holy? How much power it doesn't have? Thou shalt not kill, crumpled under our feet. Whose religion would you follow? And why do they wear camouflage? We can still see them. Who are they hiding from? The guns are bigger than we are. The tanks are bigger than shrines. Tear gas canisters, grenade casings, littering graves of our ancestors in the cemetery. I bow down. You bow to the big shining platter everyone eats off together. Sit in a circle for your holy rice. Speak after me. Holy eggplant, my best angel. I read that in honor of the beautiful, fantastic food I understand you're going to eat in a little while. And all thanks to the chef, the caterers who were kind enough to make special food tonight. So it's always been curious to me. I was a religion major in college. Since every world religion says thou shalt not kill, how then does anyone defend it and then claim any religion? Beats me. I can't explain it, but I can write poems. Shadow. Some people feel lost inside their days, always waiting for worse to happen. They make bets with destiny. My funniest uncle gave up cursing bad words inside his head. He says he succeeded 1 whole hour. He tried to unsubscribe to the universe made by people. He slept outside by himself on top of the hill. When Facebook says I have followers, I hope they know I need their help. Subscribe to plants, animals, stars, music, the baby who can't walk yet, but stands up holding on to the sides of things, tables, chairs, and takes a few clumsy steps, then sits down hard. This is how we live. Tattoo. When I hear about forgotten people, I think they're not forgotten by me. I knew the man down the alley by the market who dragged his leg. He was out there smoking almost my whole life. His blue tattered pants, the small denim pouch like a pocket around his neck. It didn't make sense, but he was always smiling, if you nodded at him or not, chattering words to a patience prayer over and over. It sounded more like Aramaic than Arabic. He seemed happier to drag somewhere, the short stone wall under the trees, than people who find it easy to get there. On his arm, the tattoo of a skinny blue moon. He said it was the moon people liked least, so he was going to like it most. Fingernail flicker, little boat, holy symbol without the star. Are you going to get a tattoo? He used to tease the kids. We all said, no! But he is tattooed on my mind since he disappeared. He rises in the darkest sky. here is a poem that starts out with some real quotes from a woman, an incredible, beautiful woman named Yid. And she runs a reading and writing club in Gaza. So about a year or two ago, she asked me if I would start visiting her club through Skype or Google Chat, whatever. And such an amazing bunch of kids. And I've written about them more than once. For those of you kindly turning in the book, it's on page 97, or 96 rather. But he really is an encourager of these kids. And she's very concerned about them and their futures. And every single day, if you subscribe to any activist justice group sponsored by Jewish or Arab or neither people, and there are so many groups of all three kinds, you'll hear about some tragedy every single day of another child being killed in Gaza for probably not much reason. So this is called positivism. My friend in Gaza writes to me, Gaza Strip is really so wonderful, regardless of the siege, the seaport, the green fields, peaceful roads decorated with many red, pink, white, and orange flowering trees, decent people, elegant restaurants, hotels with fascinating views. We wish the crossing borders are always open, where we can travel freely, and friends could come to visit us freely as well. Fresh as a new notebook. That's how anyone wanted to live. Hopeful as a pencil sharpened, clear as one beam of light landing on the table's far side. The children dove into a story and flew far away. Even those who had never been to an airport or seen a plane land at close range. This was our superpower, retaining imagination in worst days. They smiled shyly. They expressed no blame. Well, since this evening is called Dine Rhyme, I thought, since my poems don't rhyme in any kind of traditional country music and rhyme way, I thought I should read just a quote from my lifetime mentor, the great poet William Stafford, who loved Rochester, who came here many times and had many friends here. But I first started reading his poems at age 16, and then had no earthly idea I would get to know him, his whole family, become close to him, and know him throughout the rest of his life. And his poems have served me so deeply, so well through the years. William Stafford was a pacifist. He was sent to a conscientious objectors camp in Santa Barbara, California, when he refused to fight. And anyway, here's back to the interesting things people hand to poets. I was handed this letter, written in 1981, written to a man named Ken, I don't know him, from William Stafford. It's in a nice little sheath here. But I thought I should read it to you because it involves rhyme. In case there's any of you are having that little question reeling in your mind, well, what happened to poetry? Where did rhyme go? And, kids sometimes are curious about that if they've only been exposed to some horrific rhyming poems in their classrooms. Okay. Dear Ken, this is from William Stafford, 1981. To me, poetry, or a poem, I should say, is anything said in such a way, or put on the page in such a way as to invite from the hearer or reader a certain kind of attention. That is, if you lend yourself to the language with hope for its bonuses, you will find them. Echoes, hints, links to other things in your own life, and so on. I do sometimes use rhyme, but let me mention that sound, and rhyme is one use of it, is present throughout the language, so everyone uses sound. Most modern poets use sound in ways more various than you would ever realize if you were just searching out rhymes. Whether it is easier or harder to write free verse is a question that slips away in its unspoken complexities. For it is easier to write without using your fullest abilities to accomplish, I guess, with your full effort. But you can't link effort only to rhyme and meter. There are many, many kinds of effort, Ken. Thought, newness, accuracy, many things. It is too simple to say that formal verse is difficult and free verse is easy. I did write rhyming poems in high school, but I kept on with other kinds. Writing has its own kind of satisfaction, and you do not need to depend on publication or reactions from others. You just feel the accomplishments yourself. Good luck. William Stafford. And I also wanted to read a William Stafford poem from Ask Me, 100 Essential Poems. And I was thinking of this today because our theme for the workshop this afternoon was home, and all the different kinds of home. One person was talking about the home she remembered from long, long ago. Some of the kids talked about their rooms, their classrooms, or one boy even wrote about the home inside his mind and kind of conversing with his own friend inside his mind, which is certainly something poets do a lot. So by William Stafford, Earth Dweller. And I read this in the spirit of the earth that really, in the big picture, none of us owns, but we do have to share. And it seems as if with all of our imaginative powers and religions and philosophical studies and basic lessons in kindergarten cooperation, we could figure out a way to share a small region more equivalently than has thus far happened. But our Earth too, our